I mentioned to you guys that I was going to be, that I'm using this cheap foam board as a guide as to how big I want everything to be. And I am also laying out track on here. And so you're probably saying to yourself, why am I laying out all this track if I'm going to take it all up? Well, the thing is, I'm not going to take it all up. What I'm going to do is the pink foam that I am getting, I am going to cut out in specific sizes to go under all of this stuff. And I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. This is my little schematics that I'm doing. And this one here is the south wall, which is that place right there. And then that would be the west wall, and this would be the north wall. So this would be my 4x8 sheet of pink foam. And as you can see, I got this here is going to be cut out just like that. And then there's this little piece here that says filler. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep that because you'll see in the next page. This was counting on not having a full 4x8 sheet here. So we'll go to the next page. And this would be the west wall, which is that wall. And we're going to cut a full 4x8 here. And then cut it down to 2. And this piece right here is a filler because this is 8 feet, but the wall is actually 10 feet. So there's a 2 foot by 2 foot piece that's going to go in here. Finally, the north wall, which is that wall, they're going to cut it out 2 feet, and then by 36, this is going to be a wasted piece here, and this piece here is going to be for the island. So, now that I've got that all down, let's take a walk around and see what I've done so far. As you know, we started doing the track in here, and now what I like to do is tape it all down, and you can see that everything is pretty straight. Now the yard tracks are 6 feet long, which means I can get about 18 cars on each track. That's approximately 60 cars I can get in there. Over here, I'm still going to keep it as my fuel distribution center. You can see I got a tanker sitting there. And this whole section right here is all going to be for the fuel distribution. So the trains will come in and they would unload there. There'll be all the tanks and office and all that stuff over there. But I'm going to use this end for storage. There's a tanker storage. And I put a whole bunch of switching operations right here to make it a little difficult to get trains from one place to the other. Alright, so now you can see that I'm still all taped in. Engine facility. Now here, this little track right here is going to be a small maintenance shed that is actually in the Phoenix yard. And I live in Phoenix, so I'm trying to copy a little bit of what's down here. Main line is back there, and this will be the up ramp or the entrance to the Helix. And now, this is not going to be a prototype layout anymore. I was thinking, hey, why don't I have a tunnel? Alright, so the tunnel I'm going to have is going to start back there, around the back of the Helix, and come out on the other side of the Helix. This way, I think it'll look pretty cool. I can continue scenery from the Helix up to the wall and blah, 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 blah. This side is still vacant. Don't know what I'm going to be doing there yet. Now this side, I got it taped down all the way through. And then back up to this side. Now, I did not tape anything down in here yet because I'm not quite sure of how I want to do this. I don't know if I want to put the industries coming off of that side or the industries coming off of this side. Okay, so let me get back to the Helix part of this. And the Helix is going to be a 2% grade, and I juiced it up to an 18-inch radius, which is a lot better than what it was. So the first course will be with the styrofoam. Then when it gets to that point right there, it'll turn into wood framing to go up the rest of the way. Now I only want to go probably 12 inches up. That's about it. I don't want to go too high. And also, I learned from my last layout, not having an access hole in your Helix is not a good thing. So I actually went ahead and cut the access hole out, so I know when I put the pink foam under there that I have to cut that access hole out also. I have not finished back there yet. That'll get done today probably. And again, it's just taped down for now. Once I get the pink foam board under there, the tape will start coming up and the track will start getting actually connected and glued down. Anyhow, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Gemini Scale Model Works out for now.